Hello, this is Eric with Angel's Rentals, and today I'm going to be doing a brief overview of item availability within Point of Rental. Item availability, also known as our calendar, is the fastest way to look up what tools and equipment we have, whether it's available or not, and other useful information. So I'm going to start by logging in. Over on the left, you'll find item availability either under your favorites if you've selected it or under tools. So item availability, when we click on it, is going to open up two windows. In the back here, you're going to see our calendar, our item availability window, but it's also going to pop up with an inventory selection window. There's no point in looking at a calendar if we don't know what tool it is we're looking at. So in the upper left, the default is our search bar here, which is what we're generally using. Here I can search for something such as a tiller, excavator, string trimmer, you name it. Let's do a string trimmer today. So when selecting an item for availability, we always want to select the header. That is the number in blue. I like to say the header is like saying a string trimmer. We want to look at all of them. Selecting the black would be looking at just one. Let me actually find a better example here. Excavator. All right, 3.5 ton excavator. If someone wants to know if it's available, we want to look at all of them. So let's select the blue header. Here we get an overview of our availability for the next 4 weeks. Looks like we own 2 of them, and one must be leaving on Saturday. In this window, it just shows you what the availability looks like. We also get some other useful information such as quantity. We only have one store, but if we had multiples, we could see the locations. We've got our name and part number, our pricing under rates, a picture. Most items should have something, so if you're unfamiliar with what it looks like, this is a good leg up. And oftentimes some quick specs, such as how much it weighs, fuel capacity, or other useful tidbits. Within our calendar here, we can click on a day, and that'll give us more information on what's happening, such as reservations or open contracts. I'm going to click on Saturday. I see we've got a reservation for the weekend going Saturday to Monday. If I click on Monday, I can see the tail end of this. Now there is some nuance. If an item is gone for just part of a day, like Monday, it will show it is unavailable. So it's important to click on these days and see if someone wanted 2 excavators on Monday. We could look in here and say, okay, one's coming back at 9 a.m. So even though it says 1, we'll actually have 2 after a certain hour. If we want to look for something else, we can click on the lookup button down here in the right and pick a different tool. Could be a power rake. Maybe they need a trencher instead of a excavator. It's very easy just to click. You don't have to exit out and go back into the calendar. You can just press lookup. Now there's a few other options here in the bottom left. We can quote an excavator. It's like a quick quote, doesn't create a full contract. But you could just print off a quick sheet with how much it costs. Missed rentals is a very important feature. If someone calls in or comes in person and we do not have what they're looking for, we want to put it on the missed rentals list. And that way every year we can look back and see what we're missing out on, for lack of better phrasing. Let's say our trencher is unavailable. I'm going to click on missed rentals. We get this little pop-up. We can put the item in here, or we can type something in manually. You can click on customer and search for somebody, or you can just type it in. If it was a quick caller, they called in, sorry we don't have it, and they drop off the line quick, you can write unknown in here. We want to put in whether they came in person, called, how many they were looking for. Let's say they were looking for a larger tracked stump grinder. do one of those. Let's assume this doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just assume it would rent for $250 a day, and why they were unable to rent it. Maybe we don't own it. Maybe it's broken. All of them were rented out. We accidentally overbooked it. Pricing too large. There's a few other options. Generally, it's an unavailable, item broken, or we just don't own that tool. We'll put a few notes in there. It's going to ask who we are. I'm going to put in my initials or my login, and that's it. Another option, if we are out of something, is we can put them on the wait list. I'm going to click on that, put in my login. It looks pretty similar to the missed rentals. We can add a customer, telephone number, and some notes. Oftentimes we'll say, looking for this Saturday, a specific day, whether they'd like a call back or not. Oh, customer cannot be blank. Mr. Test with his goofy telephone number. Now I'll get into it in a different video, but if someone came in and wanted to make a reservation or rent after we've provided all this information, up here in Tools is where we can launch a contract, a reservation, a quote, or even a repair order. But until the next video, that's everything, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.